deflecting the punch, and you're coming down across the face in your posture. So metal, you'll remember in the basic movements of metal, all it is can be one of two basic muscular patterns that you're going. You get into your posture, you rake the arms, so to speak, across the center line, or you can come up and down, through, hugging it close to the chest where you're passing through the hands and the second hand is hidden behind the first hand. The basic action though is just you're lifting an axe, you're dropping it on someone, or you're lifting an axe and you're dropping it on someone. So the applications and understanding, figuring them out are not hard. If there's a punch coming at you, you've lifted the axe, deflecting the punch, and you're coming down across the face in your posture, keeping all of the energy flowing down into the ground. It's pretty easy to imagine that. What isn't so easy to imagine is the concept of rooting while you're hitting. If you're not super familiar with rooting, it can be even more difficult to understand what's going on. But you are connecting your momentum of rising, or raising I should say, and then dropping, and the opponents. So if they are on the ground, the feet are on the ground, they're not going any higher or any lower, they're not jumping or squatting, they're just standing still. You, from a body mechanics perspective, are dropping at least your body weight. Hopefully though, as you develop in your energetic ability, you are dropping your energy, starting from the tips of the fingers, going up the forearm, past the elbow, past the shoulder, down through the back, down through the buttocks, the hamstrings, the calves, through the bottoms of the feet into the ground. And that's the idea of rooting, is that you feel this almost like water flowing backwards through your body into the ground. And then you can feel your root in the ground, and that's a whole different matter. But the more advanced, not maybe most advanced, but more advanced energetic expression of metal is that you have connected and then you're dropping. And there's a lot more to it than that. But if we're just starting with body weight, you can stay on your opponent. Remember, in the Xing strategy article we just put out, there is the idea of staying on your opponent like you're putting on a shirt, or like he is your shirt, he or she, depending on who you're fighting and how big they are. You are connected to them, they are your shirts, and then you drop your body weight. Everything gets heavy all at once. You can do this from a distance to block a punch, and then you drop. Or you can get very close, which of course is the second step. If you're out here, then you move in, and you've dropped again. But if you're out here and you can drop from there, and then drop again once you're closer. But if you're in here, already in, just drop where you are. And that is the idea of chopping down with an axe, is that wherever the axe is raised, you just drop it. It doesn't have to be a muscular momentum, I'm about to throw an axe at somebody. It's the idea that you have developed enough body weight momentum at least to just drop what you have through the opponent. So an application, if you think about it, is just my energy is raised and then my root is dropped. Keeping the posture, making the triangle, getting into them, and then dropping. Obviously, you don't drop like this whenever you're that close, but your head will be in contact with whatever it's in contact in. If they're much, much taller than you, you might be hitting their chest or lower. But if you can headbutt while you're going in, you headbutt while you're going in. If you just drop while you're going in with your hands, you drop with your hands. Whatever is in contact with them, your hands plus whatever else is touching drops. And in terms of how much power you can deal with that, imagine your body weight, which in my case is 195, so 195 pounds. If I connect my entire body, or if I connect my hands to the weight of my entire body, I can then hit with a chopping action of 195 pounds, ideally. Ideally, it's more than that, and you're dropping with their weight plus your energy plus their energy, to where metal becomes a more devastating strike. But at least be able to connect your hands to your body weight into them. So that's the basic energetic expression of metal, and we'll get into more of it later.